Right, the Manchester United travel to Fenerbahçe was a huge Europa League tie for us. We'll be talking predicted team, preview, and much more. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new. And let's get straight into it. So, Manchester United obviously face Fenerbahçe. I think it's going to be a tough game for us. We have 2 draws in our 2 Europa League games. Fenerbahçe have a very good team. They have a very good style of play. And obviously Jose Mourinho as their manager. Very good team. They can score goals. They're 4th in the Turkish league. And with United's form at the moment, yes, we won our last game. It is going to be a very tough game. The atmosphere, the performance needed is going to require a lot. I think it is going to be a tough afternoon or tough evening for Manchester United away at Fenerbahçe. Let's talk about team news going into the game. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes is suspended for this game. People are kind of seeing this as a benefit. Listen, it's not nice to have Bruno Fernandes suspended, but it is what it is. There's not much we can really do about that. And with Bruno being out, it's an opportunity for another player, whether that be ERIKSEN. Probably will be ERIKSEN. We don't really have many other options in that midfield to kind of have that role at the number 10. Obviously, Lenny Euro, he's back. Close to being back with the team, so that's a positive. Obviously, Sean Malacia is still not available. Masraoui back with the team, so we have got a very decent bit of squad building. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. I think it's a confident team, and I think we can go into this game with a lot. We've got confidence in players. Rashford, Garnacho, Højlund, they're doing a lot. The midfield looking good defensively. I think we're looking sharp. But Fenerbahçe do have a very good team. Now let's talk about it. It's a big game for Ten Hag. We've had a shocker start to the Europa League. As I said, we haven't won a game yet. We've got a 0 goal difference. We scored 4 and conceded 4. Like, it hasn't been the greatest start. Obviously, 20 with the disappointing result. Porto, we just gave it to them. Now this game ain't going to be easy. It's a away game. Our form isn't great away from home. As I said, Fenerbahçe 4th in their league. 11 goal difference. Out of their last 5, they've won 3. They've won 2, lost 1, then 1, then drawn their last game. In terms of the Europa League, their last Europa League game, they drew 1-1 against FC 20. United can't afford to lose any more games. And this again is another tough opposition for Manchester United. I think it will be a very tough game. And I do think United can come away with the win. I think certainly the glimpses that we've shown is fantastic. I mean, their last game against, it was 3rd in their league, so like they didn't play a team lower down. But Fenerbahçe certainly are a team that can cause United a threat. Now let's look at tactics. Obviously, Fenerbahçe, if you look particularly in their last game, which was against, I'll look at their last Europa League game. In terms of lineup, they play a 4-2-3-1, so similar to Manchester United. They like to compact the midfield. They play with 2 defensive midfielders in Fred and Sofyan Amrabat, who obviously 2 players Manchester United have had. They've got Tadic, Al-Nassiri, they've got Edin Dzeko. They have got a very good team, and obviously a good manager as well, so they can cause team threats. In terms of Manchester United, it is going to be a tough game for us, and I think the way that we play, we obviously play with that 4-2-3-1. I think the press has to stop. I think it does leave us exposed at times, and I think maybe that will change with obviously Bruno Fernandes being out of the team. I think we'd be much more reserved in the press. I think we'd be much more combined as a unit, which is a positive. Now let's get into predicted team. I think there will be changes for this game. In goal, obviously, will be Onana. He's going to start the game. He's going to have a big game for me. If you look at stats this season for Fenerbahçe, they do score goals. They do score goals in the Turkish league. 18 goals this season, 12 from open play, 1 from set piece. Expected goals is 15, where I think United is like 12 or something like that. So they are doing much better than we are at this current moment. If you look at United's expected goals, Fenerbahçe is what, 15.8, so almost 16 goals. United is 12, so we haven't scored as many goals as we have. Our away form's pretty poor, so we have got to be very careful not to really let the occasion get to us. It's going to be a very hostile atmosphere, like it was at Galatasaray. whenever, I think it was last season, so you have got to be careful. I think it is going to be a game where United just need to sign out the crowd, and whenever we do get those chances, take the chances. Now let me talk predicted team. As I said, in goal, Onana. Defence, obviously, Euro's not back yet, but I would go with... I would actually keep Lissandro at left back. I would go with De Ligt. I think Mazraoui will come in, but I would go with Lissandro Martinez at left back. No, actually, no, because Johnny Evans ain't going to play because he just won't be able to. He's played a few games now on the bounce, so I think it'd be De Ligt at left back, Martinez, De Ligt, and Mazraoui. I think it's great to have Mazraoui back anyway. Into midfield now, I think it'd definitely be Casemiro and Ugarte as the number 6/number 8. It'd be nice to see them kind of form a partnership and Ugarte to get some minutes. Obviously, number 10, Mason Mount's injured. Mainly out, Bruno Fernandes suspended. There are only really 2 options in there. It's ERIKSEN or Xerxes now. For me, Xerxes is more of a number 10 from what I've seen so far. And Erik ten Hag hasn't seemed to put him there. So I think it will be ERIKSEN in the 10. Obviously, he scored in our game against Twente, but he did also make the mistake. I think with ERIKSEN, it'd be nice to see him in more of an advanced role, which is probably his best position, where he can really implement some good patterns of play. So I think using ERIKSEN would be good to create chances in the final third. Now on the right, I think he'll go with the same front three. I think Ahmad is unlucky to be dropped, but I think it will be Garnacho or Rashford. I actually like Rashford on the right, so I'll go Rashford on the right, Højlund up front, and Garnacho on the left. Garnacho doesn't deserve to be dropped after that performance against Brentford. I think Rashford is very, very solid too and doesn't deserve to be dropped. And neither does Højlund. Højlund was absolutely fantastic. Actually got the goal, had a really, really big part to play in large parts of the game, so I wouldn't want to see him dropped. But listen, let me know your thoughts. Obviously, it's going to be a tough game. As I said, let me quickly talk Fenerbahçe, a very good team. They've got that tenacity midfield in Amrabat, Fred. They've got that strike force of... They even got St. Maximin as well. Like, they have some really, really good players who can definitely cause issues for Manchester United if we're not on the ball. With the way that we play, I think we've got to be high up the pitch, aim to create chances by crosses into the box, slick patterns of play, which we know we can do. Obviously, the high press did seem to work in moments, but you have to be an organised press, create chances, win the ball high up, and really play. We have to be clinical. We can't, in a game like this, tough European away game, we can't afford not to be clinical with our chances. But listen, let me know your thoughts, score predictions. I'm going to go 2-1 Manchester United win. I don't think we've kept a clean sheet yet in Europe. I mean, we haven't won one in our last. We've won 1 in our last 10 games in Europe. It is going to be a tough game, but I do think United can come away with the win if we go into it with the right mindset. Which, listen, we're confident. We won our last game. Fenerbahçe drew their last game, but Mourinho's going to know how to out-tactic Manchester United, which hopefully he doesn't. But listen, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on your way up.